Welcome back to the Edge podcast, where we talk all things leadership, personal growth, lean, and living life with intention. I'm your host, Chris, and today we're diving into something we all wrestle with: time, or more accurately, managing it. Let's be honest, we've all got the same 24 hours. Elon Musk, David Beckham, you, I, same 24. The difference between people who thrive and those who feel constantly overwhelmed, however, it's not luck. It's not even discipline. It's how they manage their time. Now, I'll be straight with you. My life is absolutely full on. I work over 40 hours a week in a demanding role as a business project manager. I run a small mentoring and coaching business, much of it for free because I believe in giving back. I coach 3 grassroots football teams, and my 3 kids, well, they've got activities every single evening of the week. 2 of them even compete on my Saturdays and Sundays. And in the summertime, that ramps up again with tournaments and friendlies and development matches. And then there's our white Labrador, who's the fittest member of the family and demands 2 40 to 50-minute walks a day. It's like he's training to become the next doggy member of the SAS. We are out rain, shine, hail, snow, doesn't matter. So yeah, it's busy. And yet in between all of that, I still find time for me. I'm constantly learning. Audiobooks, podcasts, articles, usually on the go. So how do I manage it? By being intentional, by prioritizing, and by protecting my time. And that's what I really want to share today. Practical ways for you to take back control of your 24 hours. So you're not just surviving each day, but actually getting after what matters most to you. So let's start with the big question. Why does time management even matter? Because if you don't manage your time, guess what? Your time will manage you. Ever had one of those days where you're so busy, you're busy all day, but you accomplish absolutely nothing? Well, that's poor time management in my eyes. When you manage time well, you create this freedom, you create clarity, you create a momentum. For me, good time management isn't about cramming in as much as you can. It's about protecting what matters. Family time, walking the dog, coaching football, mentoring, growth. These for me, they're not negotiable. They're my anchor points. Without a plan for me, life and work will eat that space. But when you take ownership of your own 24 hours, guess what? You start living with purpose. You live with that purpose, not with pressure. Here's where it starts: prioritization. Not everything is urgent. Not everything is important, but we all treat it like it is. I use something simple called the Eisenhower matrix, 4 boxes. 1, urgent and important. 2, important but not urgent. 3, urgent but not important. And 4, neither important or urgent. Let's make it real. Taking my dog out is important and urgent, because if I don't, guess what? He's going to wreck the place. Muddy paws, jumping on the sofa. Coaching my kids football, it's important, but it's not urgent until the training time or game day. That 10 p.m. quick email that I think looks urgent, but usually it's not important. And scrolling my phone, neither. So I've tried to make it gone. Once you start seeing your day through those 4 boxes, your whole mindset shifts. You stop reacting and start leading your time. Now let's talk about routines for me, because time management thrives on them. Without routines, life becomes chaos. With 3 kids, 3 football teams to train, and a dog that thinks he's an SAS fitness program, routines are survival. But for me, it's simple. Certain things don't move. Dog walks in the morning, 5 o'clock, non-negotiable. Kids' activities anchored into my diary. Those become my fixed points in my week, my anchors. Once your anchors are set, you can plan around them. It's like football. The information comes first. Then you can move. The formation comes first. Then you can move the ball freely because everyone knows their position. Routines don't kill freedom. They create it. Because when everyone knows the plan, there's less chaos. There's less friction, less mental load. And that gives you the bandwidth to handle the unexpected with a note of calm. The myth of balance. I want to crush this myth of work-life balance, people. People picture life like 2 perfectly weighed scales. Work on one side and family on the other. But that's not real life. Some weeks work dominates. Some weeks family wins. Some weekends football eats everything. Balance isn't about equality. I feel it's about presence. When I'm coaching football or in life, I'm fully there. When I'm mentoring people, I am locked in. When I'm walking the dog, I'm not checking emails. I'm not checking texts. Balance isn't perfect division. It's being present wherever your feet are. That's what gives life depth. So where does personal growth fit in? With everything I've just listed, how do I find the time for me? Simple. I use the cracks. Driving to football, I get a podcast on. Walking the dog, I'm listening to an audiobook. Waiting in the car for my children to finish their swimming training. Quick article on my phone or my researching on my phone for my next podcast episode. Those cracks of time, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes here, they all add up. And over weeks and months, they compound into serious growth. You don't need 3 quiet hours in a cabin to develop yourself. You just need intentionality. Make the cracks of time count. Because when the world says you're too busy, you can smile and say, no, I'm not. I'm learning while I live, big lad. Now, this one's tough. Saying no. Because every time you say yes to something, guess what? You're saying no to something else. I've learnt this personally the hard way. For years and years, I said yes to everything. Every meeting, every deployment, every project, every coffee. Until one day I actually realised I was doing everything for everyone and I wasn't doing anything for myself. Now I ask 2 questions before saying yes to anything. Does it align with my priorities? And does it serve my family, my growth, and my commitments? And if it doesn't, it's a polite but firm no from me. Protect your yeses, remember, they're limited. Spend time on what matters. Now, I am not an application on a phone app junkie. The simpler, the better. And here's what works for me, which is totally free. Calendar blocking. If it's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist. Dog walks, mentoring calls, football prep, it's all in there. Task lists. Keep small, specific, actionable tasks. Big goals die without small steps. And the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused work, take a 5-minute break. It keeps your brain fresh. And I also batch. I group similar tasks together. Emails, I get them all out of the way on one block. Coaching prep, I do it in another block. But it's not rocket science, it's rhythm. Tools don't manage time, you do. The tools just help you stay honest. And here's a mindset shift most people miss. Time management isn't about time. It's about energy, I believe. You can have 8 free hours in a day, but if you're drained, those hours are useless. So plan your day by energy, not just by schedule. And what do I mean by that? Well, for me, football coaching fuels me. Mentoring fuels me. Admin and meetings, they absolutely drain me. So I plan accordingly. Big energy tasks I do early. The draining stuff when I've got fuel in the tank to deal with them. And I never let low energy tasks bleed into my family time. Not anymore. Protect your energy, not just your diary. So it's time for your weekly challenge. I like to keep these quite short. Step 1, write down everything you do in a week. Be brutally honest. Step 2, highlight what truly matters to you: family, growth, health, purpose. Step 3, cut or delete what doesn't. Be ruthless. Step 4, schedule the important things first, non-negotiables, then fit the rest of them around. Step 5, use your cracks of time for growth. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, it all adds up, and you will be amazed at how much freedom appears once you take control of them 24 hours. So that's it for this episode of the Edge podcast. Remember, time management isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. If I can juggle a 40-hour job, a mentoring program, 3 grassroots football teams, 3 kids' schedules, daily dog walks, house cleaning, cooking, and still find time to grow, then so can you. It's not about perfection. It's about priorities, presence, and persistence. If this episode resonates with you at all, please share it with your friends who's always saying, I don't have time for that. And if you want more tips or stories and free resources, head to my blog on CWCEdge.com. Until next time, everyone, manage your time, manage your energy, and as always, keep your edge.